Yeah.
When I left it all alone, I left it for a reason.
Really left it for a reason.
Humble down, I'm just working, waiting on my season. Man, I'm only that's the ones walking in agreement. Who brought it from the bottom, can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
I really do it for a reason.
The UPS guy got hot. He got hijacked. So he was a hostage in the UPS truck. So the cops were chasing after his UPS truck. Next, you know, these brothers come out of the UPS truck, started shooting. I think there were two black guys too. They started shooting at the cops. So the cops and the UPS guys are having the guys in the UPS truck are having a shootout. Man, do you know that the hostage got killed behind that? The cops were shooting back, and they hit the multiple times. They hit them. The hostage. That's crazy, bro. That's a big lawsuit right there.
Yeah.
That's a big lawsuit, man. The cops shooting. You know, cops should be shooting at when there's hostages, man.
Well, you can't say that. It all depends on the situation. I mean, what if you got a hostage in
the middle of traffic? It was in the middle of traffic. It was
that's what I'm saying. What if he's got a hostage, but while he's got a hostage, he's fucking shooting at fucking random cars? You can't just not fire back at her.
He's shooting at police officers.
What were the police officers? That's what I'm saying. Like, it all depends on the situation on who was around when he's shooting back at him.
I think it was if the police officer knew they hijacked the UPS guy, right? They were just shooting in there. They were shooting back at these two, were they robbers? They were shooting at these two robbers back at them, knowing that the UPS truck got the drivers there in the truck. That's a hostage. You're not gonna shoot. They should have just taken those bullets, to tell you the truth.
I don't know.
They took it to a major shootout. They were just shooting. They were just busting. All the cops, everybody was busting. They killed them. They killed them all.
Hey.
There's footage of the UPS guy trying to crawl out of the truck, UPS truck, and he was just getting shot, man. Like,
did the cop shoot him or did the other dude shoot him?
No, the cops were shooting because.
No, I said who shot him.
The cops. That's what I'm saying. The cops shot him because they were having a shootout with the UPS with the two robbers in the UPS truck.
Okay.
You know, so that was crazy. It's been a lot of shootout in Brandon Mall, not Brandon Mall, in Brandon, the GTA Financial. Some dude robbed the bank. Well, he was trying to rob the Brinks guy. The Brinks guy was trying to fill up the ATMs, I guess, and he was trying to rob him. The Brinks guy got shot, and the civilian got shot because he was trying to save the Brinks man and all that. But yeah, I'm just, sharing new stories. You all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Oh, brother.
You ready? Yo, do you know, check this out. You ever hear of Nikolay Valuv or Valev?
Nah.
Check this out. No heavyweight has ever entered a title defense heavier except for 7-foot Nikolay Valuev, who was at least 310 pounds for each of his defenses. He made over 2 title reigns in the 2000s. I don't remember this dude.
I don't.
That's a big ass dude.
That's a big dude, but was he champion?
It says 2 title reigns. I don't know, in the thousands, 2000s. I don't know. Oh,
Boxy died out for a while, bro.
Yeah, I kind of remember this dude. He was a Russian. Yeah, I kind of remember his face because he looked fucking creepy. Yeah. He fought for a long time from 93 to 2009 and held the WBA title twice in 2005 and 2009. Sheesh, 7 foot, 303 pounds. That's why, like Deontay Wilder keeps saying that they keep proposing to have a super heavyweight. And I know Anthony Joshua said it like 2 days ago that they should have a super heavyweight division. But Deontay Wilder's like, I don't think they should have one. They should just have one heavyweight division, one title, one name. You know what I mean? So I get it though. I mean, but if you have people that's 6'6", your video gone, bro.
Yeah, I know your video's frozen.
I'm moving on mine. Yours is
Yeah, I
gone.
know, but you frozen. Am I moving on yours?
Now you are. Because whenever you say that I'm frozen, when I do the video, when I'm uploading it, I'm not frozen.
Oh yeah.
Am
No,
I
but
still frozen?
yeah, you frozen my screen. You will have to like. I think you have to turn your camera off. There we go.
Back
Yeah,
now?
you back.
Yeah, but anyway, man, let's hurry up with this shit, man, because wasting a lot of time. Listen, all right, let's start off with the weigh-in. We got any information on the weigh-in?
Well, I know Ruiz came in at 260, 283, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Joshua came at 236. If I'm not mistaken.
That's like what, 17? That's like 17, 18 pounds heavier than he did when he first fought him, right?
Yeah, he came at 268 the first time.
Yeah, man. So it's like I saw either yesterday or today, his former trainer said that it's like between the camps they kind of know that when Andy Ruiz whenever he used to try to lose weight and fight, he would always lose. He always fought better when he was bigger. I guess he would be more comfortable with that weight, more
Yeah,
comfortable with himself, and I guess he may use that as some kind of mental, like everybody's counting me out. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Everybody's doubting me because of my weight or whatever. Because you can see how the weight conversation always really comes in play with him. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And even I was listening to Eddie Hearn today, and Eddie Hearn was cracking jokes on his weight. So uh, he was like he must have had a few cheeseburgers or Big Macs or whatever.
I
But
noticed some favoritism too as well in that whole because Ruiz is a champ, and I noticed that a lot of times they introduce Joshua last. And normally, when you're a champ, they're supposed to introduce you last. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
think you're
noticed
right
that
about that.
because even when in the interviews and in the weigh-ins, they always say Ruiz first come up. The challenger always goes up first, not the champion. So
Hmm.
I noticed I see a major side they're choosing. You know what I mean?
But like I kind of see that they trying to push in Joshua as like some big comeback. They trying to push in Joshua more, like they trying to make it like a story mode. Like, well, oh yeah, he's coming back. He's more focused. He's more that. But and you hear about a lot of his training partners. I've been hearing a lot about his training partners. He had a shitload of training partners, a lot more than he did the first time. And you don't really hear anything about Andy Ruiz. You got to really search hard to see his training partners. He had a lot less. He had like four. Anthony Joshua had like 8 to 10
Yeah.
different type of fighters. And recently, I've been hearing that Anthony Joshua had got knocked out. I mean, not knocked out, but was getting the work. I mean, he was getting the business from these guys later in his
He
camp.
was getting it.
I heard I heard the last few parts of camp, man. He hasn't looked
You
good with
know,
his
you know what Joshua's lacking?
sparring partners. What?
I think he's lacking that beast mode.
I don't know. He may got it. He may got it.
I think Joshua's more of a technique guy. I'm gonna beat you like this and that. But I don't think he has a beast mode. Like I'm sure he got one in him, but he doesn't portray a beast mode. He doesn't seem like he really just want to tear him up and like Wilder will want to kill. He want to knock your head off the shoulder. You
Hmm.
see beast mode when he sees that you're hurt. Beast mode comes in Wilder. Like he'll throw some heavy haymakers. You know,
Hmm. So let me ask you
I get
this.
that from him. I get that more from Ruiz. I think Ruiz have more of beast mode. I think Ruiz will sense more when somebody's really hurt and will attack like savagely. You know what I'm saying? I don't think um Joshua has that beast. I don't see him. I don't see that beast.
I kind of disagree because check this out. We always talk about Anthony Joshua he being technical, but the reality is when you look at his record, he's 23, 22 wins, 21 of them by knockout and 1 loss. So if you're telling me a dude who is technical, who's every fight he's fought, he's knocked them out except once, would you say he's technical, or would you say this motherfucker's a knockout artist? People fail to realize how many knockouts he got versus his record. 23 wins, 23
he proved
22
it.
knockouts, and 22 wins, 21 knockouts.
Yeah, he proved he can knock people out because he
so that's dogging it.
He knocked down Ruiz, but I don't think it's that dog. I don't think he has that dog in him. I think Ruiz got that.
What determines the dog though?
I think Ortiz got that dog in him.
How would you know?
I don't know. When I see Joshua fight, I don't see that sense of it's a pretty fight for me.
Okay, check this out.
I don't see that the Devontae Davis dog, Deontay Wilder dog in him. When you know what I'm saying?
See, when I hear stuff like that, that makes me like Anthony Joshua, because I always feel like I always start to say have to defend him, because it's like this. Let's be real. Let's not be bandwagoners. Before he lost to Anthony Joshua, how many people was talking about some Andy Ruiz as somebody to be scared of?
I mean, the Ruiz.
How many people was trying to say that he was somebody to be scared? So when he loses to this no-name guy, because that's what he is to most people, and then number one, people fail to realize, but before he got knocked down 4 times, he didn't look bad. He actually looked pretty goddamn solid until he rushed him and got caught, and it fucked him up the rest of the fight. But you're looking at 23 fights, 22 wins, 21 knockouts. At what point in time, and every person he put in front of him, he's knocked him down or knocked him out? At what point in time are you judging by his physique and by his character and saying, I just don't like him because he seems too perfect, versus he may be fucking animal?
No, I'm not saying he. I'm not saying he. I don't like the word perfect, but I know what you meant by what I said. I'm looking like he's not. He's just out there trying to show a show. You know, just just trying to look. Yeah, pretty, really. Just a pretty fighter. You know what I'm saying?
So is that why people hate it?
I don't want to say pretty. I said like more like it looks to me. It looks
robotic.
Like
robotic.
Theatrical. You understand? Like theatrical. It's that English theatrical fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So let me ask you something. Is he that good where he looks like it's fucking make believe? Is he that sound in his fighting technique that it doesn't seem real? Like it seems like it's a script. But is that his fault? That he's fundamentally that sound?
It worked until you meet somebody who just got just as nice with the hands, because he's 7 years old boxing, and has a dog in him.
Or
it's a different story.
But if somebody was that nice and that much better technique, then they would seem like they was robotic, and it would seem like it was made up, right? He reminds me of Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan always looked like he was 102 years old. Right, Tim Duncan. He played like Tim Duncan looked like he played in 1804. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The sky hooks, the short shorts. You know what I'm saying? He had hit nothing but hit the backboard, but he arguably may be the greatest power forward to ever play the game.
The greatest backboard scorer as well.
I mean, this dude was crazy. Imagine if they would just focus the offense on him all those years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say it's Anthony Joshua's fault that he's that technically sound.
So, how many rings did Duncan got?
Let's look it up. I don't know off the back of the hand.
No, I'm veering off of it, but yeah, he does remind me of the Duncan type of guys, and like that classy. I don't know, bro. Like I can't see the dog in him. Like I don't see it. We're gonna see today. We're gonna see tomorrow. If there's something, if he really wants those belts back, we're gonna see tomorrow. If he really, I want my gold back. I want my shekels back. Yeah.
Hold on.
We're gonna see tomorrow.
Holy shit! Tim Duncan won 2 MVP awards and 5 NBA championships.
Oh yeah, they were doing the thing. The Spurs, yeah, man.
Golly, I forgot they won like 5 of them. My God. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like that type type of conversations. My homeboy Aria, he always said, "Man, that's your boy. That's your boy." Anthony Joshua is my boy. He's a black man who, no matter what they say about him, he's from Britain, but he always claimed Nigeria. He's
Yeah.
a black man that even though he's a Muslim, he's a black man who's well spoken, who's not out in the streets and not out in the publicity doing all kind of weird shit. He's fundamentally sound. He's got a great record. What more do you want from a black man in the public eye? He's literally the LeBron James of boxing. You know what I'm saying? In
No,
a sense,
I know, bro. Yo,
listen to what I'm saying.
that
Listen.
statement-
No. Listen to it. Let me clarify it.
Tim
I'm
Duncan,
not talking about skill wise.
LeBron.
I'm
Tim
not.
Duncan.
I'm not talking. Look. Listen to me.
Tim
Listen.
Duncan.
I'm not talking about skill wise. I'm talking about that public persona where he's always like well spoken, where he's always doing good in the community. That's the way I see him. You get what I'm saying? Where you got a Kobe Bryant.
So how you see Wilder in that situation?
I see Wilder.
Wilder's my man right there. Wilder's.
But think about it. Besides boxing,
that's the true champ. That's the one who's gonna be the undisputed champ.
I'm a Wilder fan too.
Undisputed.
I'm a Wilder fan too. I think Wilder is better. But Wilder is also known for the shit that he say. To this day, he doing this. I want to kill somebody. Old boy don't never say nothing like that. He never said nothing like that. That's like LeBron James. You're not gonna hear LeBron James talking about something. I'm this. I'm down. I'm gonna do this. I don't know. To me, Anthony Joshua. I think that he's
Anthony Joshua fucked homeboy's wife.
What? No, he didn't.
Wife. Yes, he did, bro.
He did what?
Anthony Joshua fucked Amir Khan's wife, man.
No, he did. Shut up, lying.
Yo, I Google it right now.
Now, if this is true, then everything I said is fucking full of shit. I didn't know that.
Hold on. Yeah, man. What you talking about?
No, he didn't. No,
yeah, he did, bro. Anthony Joshua's in is it Amir Khan? It's a boxer.
No, you lying.
Anthony Joshua's response after Amir Khan accuses him of relationship is with his wife. Right here.
Yeah, I'm Googling now. Okay, Anthony Joshua denies any involvement in the row between British boxer Amir Khan and his wife after their marriage appeared to be over in public splat. And 20. Well, never mind it. Hey, never mind. Never mind. My bad.
He ain't Tim Duncan. He's Kobe Bryant.
He fucking checks an ass in the doctor's office. Yo,
you see what I'm saying? That was a big fight. That was a big issue with them.
I didn't know that. I had no clue that even existed.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Remember Paul George?
I think you got infatuated with his persona.
Nah, nigga, don't say infatuated in me and another man ever in your life.
23 and 21. He's 23, 21.
I think he's a hell of a boxer.
A lot of up and coming boxers have records like that. After they get into their 20s, when they start seeing big boys who got 20 records, that's when you start seeing losses from them. Well, who's gonna? I think if you're going into your 30s and old, then you're a legitimate boxer.
You might have a point there. I like that. I like that wording you just said. You might have a point there. I'm not infatuated with shit. All I'm just saying is that looking at him fight, I think that he's a very solid boxer. I think that you know what, man? I think that it's something that I do where America and blacks, we have a tendency to say, oh, he's from Jamaica, he's from Brit, he's from Africa, so we root with Americans. But at the same time, man, he's still a brother.
Yeah, you're right.
He's still a brother, though, man. He's still a brother who claiming his African heritage. How could you hate on this man? So when he's not, so I fucks with him. That's
why I said I want him to win. I want that dog in him. I want him to win. But if I was to put my money tomorrow on, I'll be on Ruiz.
Do you think that Ruiz?
I think Ruiz is too short for him. Ruiz gonna get I think first of all, I think Ruiz is he's a big, quick dude. He's big and quick.
He may not be as quick no more, blooming up for 20 more pounds.
Once he get up in them like Tyson, and let them hands, them combos go, and you in there, I think Joshua won't have a.
Do you think that this weight loss by
Problem.
Anthony Joshua is going to have problems handling
If Ruiz can move, just if he can move when he came in at 368,
move.
if he can, you know what I'm saying, Ruiz can move fast.
When he could move fast, 20 pounds lighter.
No, I'm saying if he can move just as fast, because I know I seen big boys doing backflips. I'm like, damn, these kids is agile. Like I'm saying, I see some big people doing some backflips. Like, damn, bro, you know, I didn't think you can do that.
Damn, brother, I didn't even know you can breathe standing up, let alone do a damn backflip.
No, but if he can move just as fast, I think Joshua's gonna have a problem when he get in, because Ruiz is a combo. He a combo boxer.
Let me ask you this.
Those combos.
But let me ask you this. Do you think that Anthony Joshua losing that weight is going to have a problem with the punches that Ruiz can handle? Or do you think it doesn't matter?
Hold on. Think about it. This is what he lost. What, 236? This is the weigh-ins, bro. They're gonna pack in. They're gonna put on some weight.
But think about it. They're not gonna gain that much more weight from today to tomorrow.
Imagine Ruiz coming in at 400.
What an oxygen mask, bro.
Imagine, yo, cause I swear I seen in training camp, he was slim. Yo, imagine coming in, he's 355.
Imagine him wheeling that man in the hospital bed with an oxygen mask.
Yo, just imagine. Yo, they're high.
Little Wayne right in front of me. They wheeling him down the hall.
Yeah, yo, you crazy. It wouldn't even be a fight after that. They would forfeit the fight.
No, he just sit in the corner. He's sitting in the corner like this, and every time Anthony Joshua come in, I mean, think about it, man. 200. You got somebody 290 pounds.
83. He's 283 in the weigh-in. I don't know if he purposely didn't cut the weight. See, I don't think he cut the weight. I think he just said, "Fuck, I'm gonna keep eating."
Okay, but that's the thing too. Would you say this? Would you say this? That extra money that he got from winning those belts and that lifestyle, do you think that he lost focus?
Yo, what determines a true champ is maintaining and defending it. That's a true champ.
The true champ is also focused.
Defending it, but focused by defending it.
Anthony Joshua, you see how focused he's in. He lost weight to be quicker, to fight a different type of style. Right. Even Ruiz said that.
Something different in Joshua than that. That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen him be a dog in the ring, but I do see him not nervous. I see Ruiz not nervous, but I see Ruiz ready, like, come on, I'm ready to fight again. But I see Joshua come.
Ruiz is too nice to me. He's too nice. He'd be like, hey, man, we're going to just fight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to fight it out, and then champion is going to win. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Anthony Joshua. I'm going to bust the lad up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more the I wouldn't say the villain. He wants to be the villain, but at the same time, I think that they want him to be the champion because
thank you.
I think that they want him to be the champion because he looks like the face. He looks like Ivan Drago.
Yo,
he's like that physique, the physique, the mouthpiece to do so. He could be a champ.
Mannerisms, in a way. But that's what I'm saying. I think they were really messed up psychologically when Ruiz won that first fight.
Eddie Hearn was fucked up because Anthony Joshua was his man.
They were like, yo. That's what I'm saying. I think there's favoritism in this.
Whether it's favoritism or not, man, I can say this. Anthony Joshua was fucking focused. He's gonna come to that ring tomorrow, and he's gonna be fucking. He's gonna fight the fight of his career. And I'm just worried that Ruiz has not taken it as serious because because you think he did.
I think Ruiz I think Ruiz is hungry to defend it.
I don't think he is, bro. I think he's living this lavish lifestyle.
So you think that this is that safe for Ruiz? He will never get the belt again?
listen, bro. I put it like this.
So if he loses to Joshua, do you think that Ruiz will ever get the belt again?
Well, yeah, because even Anthony Joshua said that he thinks that this is going to be a trilogy.
I would like to see it.
He said that yesterday. He said that there's going to be a trilogy. And
Yeah,
the way I look at it like this, it's like if like we all colored folk. We all got some kind of a story behind us. We all grew up in some type of poverty. So if you get millions upon millions and millions and millions of dollars to get your whole family out of poverty,
mhm.
there is going to be a finally mode to you. Like I've relaxed. I'm finally good. I can finally get these cars and get my house and get my mom and my cousins set
That
up. I
is
can finally do that. So it does take a little bit of that edge off. So then it's like, do I really have to kill myself so much? I'm just worried that that edge is going to come after he loses
that's
this
the
fight
dog.
tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's when the dog has to come in, and that's gonna show who's the real dog. Because Ruiz gonna get punched in his face, and we're gonna see if he really wants to be win or lose.
It's going to be a hell of a. I think this fight is going to be better
Getting
than the
punched in the
Wilder.
face, getting punched in the face is not easy.
I
I
think
mean,
this is going to be a better fight than the
actually
Wilder
pisses you off.
Ortiz.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
It's gonna be a better fight than the Wilder Ortiz. And you know what scares me about the Wilder Ortiz fight? And Deontay Wilder showed nothing for the first 6 rounds. He literally
He
boxed
lost the
worse
round.
than he's ever boxed in his life. You get what I'm saying? He was only looking for that one knockout.
But
But
we
if
always
you
knew that. We always knew that. We always said in boxing, it's always that one hit. That's it.
it is that one hit, but what scares me is like Ruiz. I don't see the strategy of coming in 20 pounds heavier than you did in your first fight. And then after the first fight, you was talking about losing weight. I don't see the benefit or what is the strategy of saying I'm gonna come in 20 pounds heavier, except to say I'm coming in to knock you out. That's the only strategy I can see.
I don't. I think that's what it is. I think he's gonna rock him. I think he just want to be heavy. He just want to punch. He want a big boy bully him. You know what I'm saying? Little big boy. You know what I mean? Bully him. You
Or
know
you
what I
can be big boy tired out too though. That's a lot of weight you carrying them on them bones though.
mean? And you'd be surprised, man. Will you agree that these football players, there's the big boys over 300 pounds that are in fit cardio shape?
But yeah, I know I would say they're in great cardio shape, but you notice that people have gotten smaller throughout the years though. You're not having people that's 360 no more. You have a lineman that's 310, 315,
He's
298.
still bigger than Ruiz. I'm just saying. But you know the 310, the
But
three.
they also ain't going 12 rounds. Linemen ain't running 40-yard sprints. Yard linemen are stepping 3 to 4 steps. I mean,
I know what
that's
you're saying,
I've
but do
done
you think
both.
they
I've
have
boxed
some
and
type of cardio? Do you think they have some type of cardio?
well, of course they have cardio, bro. But I've done both. I've boxed and played football.
Yeah.
The boxing, I would say this: boxing is the most grueling thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, you
I
constantly
put
moving.
I mean, 3 rounds. Those three
Yeah,
minutes is a very long time, especially when you miss.
yeah, yeah,
When you miss, and it's not like football. So
yeah,
line, I'm not saying they're not in great shape, but they're not in fucking boxing shape
yeah.
by no means. So when you have somebody that's 290 pounds doing that, Ruiz is in excellent shape. But there is a reason why Ortiz, as solid as he was at the 7th round, was exhausted by the time he was dealing with Deontay Wilder his first fight.
And it looked like he was trying to get in. It looked like when I was watching the Fox countdown, it looked like Ruiz was actually working on his cardio, his footwork. You know, I thought he was getting it in, but yeah. I mean, it's always around. There's always gonna be around that you're gonna be more tired than and then you just gotta break through it mentally, you know, and just overcome it. But you're always gonna get tired. And you
That's
just
hard, man.
not try to show it, or just or just hide it. You know what I'm saying?
I think this.
They get
I
that
think
boot
some.
back. He's always
I,
like that.
I think that a person would be not as wise to think that Andy Ruiz is more in shape than Anthony Joshua. If I had to bet on somebody lasting 12 rounds and keeping that same stamina, it's not going to be the person who went fucking 20 pounds over the first fight. I think that their strategy is let's knock him out and get him out early. The problem is Anthony Joshua is in so much good shape and he might be moving around a lot to the point where, hey, bro, you might have a hard time hitting him with solid
That's
shots
the
as
thing.
you did.
Let's see what Josh will do. Let's see how brilliant of a mind how he comes back from this. I would think a black man always come back better. I never see myself seeing I don't think I ever seen a black man lose to like a Mexican in boxing and then come back and not beat him again. Not beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like even when Oscar De La Hoya fought Sugar Shane Mosley, you know what I'm saying? Mosley won that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mayweather beat him too. You know what I'm saying? It's like it. I never seen it in sport. Let's see how prideful and how of a man masculine is Joshua. You know what I'm saying? Because
So
Wilder's gonna get that belt. Wilder's gonna be the champion. Wilder's gonna get all 4 reigns. He's gonna be Thanos of boxing.
I think Wilder's style is going to get him in trouble. And I'll be the first to say that. I think that you can't just, I'll just say this, man. I've always said this. You can't just not box and wait for that one knockout.
Fury exposed them heavy, and he know Fury exposed
I
him.
actually think it wasn't Fury. I think it was his last fight. Because if I'm smart enough to stay on the outside, pop, 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 pop. Remember, it took him to the 7th round. But the first 6, he lost every round. Every single round, he lost. All this man had to do was really just either land him with a good shot.
You know who? Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? There was no way for him to win. Even if he had came back and tried to boxing, it was no way for him to win.
If Wilder never knocked him out,
It was over.
he would have lost the belt. It would have been a new champion. Wilder got lucky by knocking out or knocking down Fury twice. He got
lucky, bro.
Lucky. He didn't knock him out. He knocked him down because even when he got up the first time, he was still losing the fight.
Yeah, you know what? I will say though, second time I do think that he did knock him out. I think it was a slow count.
We talking about the last time he got knocked out.
I think it was a slow count. Yeah.
Yeah. So that last knockdown was saved him to keeping his belt.
That's what scares me because he gonna come across somebody.
Fury exposed him. Fury definitely exposed him to me.
He gonna come across somebody who gonna get knocked down, but they ain't gonna get knocked out, and that's gonna cause him to lose.
You know who I think is gonna be? You know who I think is be a great fight to watch?
Who?
I'm talking about a dog.
Who?
Miller, the one who was supposed to fight Joshua the first time.
Nah, I saw him fight his last. Did you see him fight 2 weeks ago? Jarrell Miller finally got a chance to remember he was suspended because of his drugs. Yeah. And then he came back like he fought last week.
Oh, he won?
Bruh, that fight was terrible. Yeah, he won. He fought a bum. That fight was terrible. He was super slow. He fought nobody. He didn't destroy the guy, but you can tell he was winning. But there's no way you can put. I would like to see him fight Jarrell Miller.
I would like to see Wilder fight him.
See, Jarrell Miller's been talking. He's been talking shit. Let's switch gears a little bit. Morning Report, Dana White planning something fun with Floyd Mayweather. Details how a deal came together. Dana White has a verbal deal in place with Floyd Mayweather. Confirms Conor McGregor versus Cowboy Cerrone or Carone.
Easy fight for Conor.
Yeah. Floyd Mayweather is working for the UFC and returning to action of 2020. Thoughts?
About Mayweather coming back?
Stay retired, bro. Stop spending so much fucking money. Have somebody in place that really, truly loves you and not scared to tell you that, hey, man, you're not doing boxing a service. You're actually doing it a disservice. And help bring up the younger fighters. Like Gervonta Davis. You're frozen.
I'm frozen now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that shit. I froze. My turn is off. Yo, man, but I feel like I think it's gonna be a great fight. Saudi Arabia to me, no, great event. I think Joshua is Muslim.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I think Mayweather as well. He needs to retire. And if I would who I would like to see? I don't want to see Mayweather. I said it. I don't want to see him fight Pacquiao. I want to see him fight. I would like to see him fight Canelo again.
I'd like to see him fight. Terrence Crawford, fucking one of them young boys, one of them young hungry boys, Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Fight somebody who's hungry. Fight Canelo. You know, he ain't gonna do that. So if you're not gonna do that, and I respect it because you're 50
He's
you're
playing
40
around
something
with
year old.
yeah.
I don't want the black man to lose. You know what I'm saying? Just ride off in the sunset with your billions.
I think
Go off, man. What do you have to prove? What are you looking for?
he's
At what
bored.
point in time, what is this a benefit to your career? Now I know that your money is outweighing your record in your mind because you're not brave enough to fight one of them hungry motherfuckers who looking for one of them disrespectful young fighters who like I don't give a shit who I'll fight. Let's get it on.
He ain't fighting no young guy. He fighting still. I mean, he might just fight Pacquiao again and say, you know what, just that's it.
Let me ask you something. I'll say this, and I've always said this. There's no. How is Pacquiao getting better with age? He has to be. He's got to be on something.
Yo, what's your homeboy's name? He was on the
Are
last 2 weeks.
are you?
Yeah, he said the steroids.
I agree, bro. Like, think about it, man. You when Floyd fought Conor McGregor, we could all say that he didn't look like great Floyd. You can clearly see it. You can clearly see in his last couple fights he
No,
won, but he wasn't prime time Floyd.
yeah,
Man, when
he did no that way he came to Conor McGregor. We never seen him fight ever in his life like that. He was just the whole time coming in, coming
he was
in.
taking shots, he tried to make it a show.
Yeah, no, he was just like he knew that I'm gonna put this pressure on him because Conor McGregor has to use his hands. He's not gonna be able to use his feet or grab me or tackle me down. He has to use his hands. I know he's not gonna be able to outhand me. So he's just walking him up, and
But he
that's
took
what
a lot of shots though. He
you know.
took more shots than he usually does
At
because
a heavy fight,
I think what he tried to do was show that I got a chin. Gonna take the punches and I'm gonna tire him out.
he ain't gonna do that with no real boxer. He will
He
never.
ain't gonna do that with a real boxer.
He ain't gonna do that with a real boxer.
But remember when Pacquiao fought Broner? Like that's Broner's not a great fighter at all. He's a counter puncher who only throws punches when you throw a punch. It's a very easy fight, very easy style
Yeah.
to understand. But Pacquiao looked amazing. How do you look that good at the age of 1 million? You get what I'm saying? Like you're 1,000 years old. How are you that sound and that good that fast? You
I
have to be on something.
think he's younger than Mayweather. To tell you the truth.
I think that he's been around since the biblical days. I just say that.
No, I don't know. Is that Asian in him? I don't know. Is you got that? Yo, pull me some real quick.
Shit, bro. Nah, nigga, you try to clown me for the fucking 45 minutes. What's up, wifey? She sleep?
Yeah, wifey, nah, she got her eyes closed. But no, I wasn't trying to clown you, man. You clown yourself. That wasn't trying to clown you. I was just it was just funny, bro. It was just the whole thing was funny. I
Yo,
think you should keep it. I think you should keep it. I think it's kind
it's
of
already gone. Hey, it's 2 o'clock, man. Let's move this on, okay? Let me get my pen and pad. Get your pen and pad so we can fucking get the NFL. Yo, another thing, man, I wanted to touch on the NBA. Okay, the NBA. Let's look at the. I'm a big NBA guy. You know what I'm saying?
MB.
NBA standings. Let's go. The Milwaukee Bucks have now taken over the Boston Celtics as the number one team in the East. I mean, this team is a solid team. 13, they're 20-3. I'm really disappointed in the Atlanta Hawks. I think that they have too much talent. They have Trey Young. They have some good talent. I don't see how they're that low. The Knicks just fired their head coach, so they're looking for some damn a head coach. So we'll see what we're gonna do with them. You got John Wall and Bradley Beal for the Philadelphia 76ers. You mean to tell me that you can't get past you're that sorry? They need to break up this nucleus. The Bulls, they need some talent. The Hawks is terrible. I've been watching them play since I live in Charlotte, and they're absolutely atrocious. They're so bad. My wife was pissed watching them.
It
Detroit
ain't
Pistons,
worse than them Knicks, man. Them Knicks been at the bottom of the list since basketball began, right?
facts, bro. The Magic is eighth seed. They'll be the eighth playoff seed. Now the Knicks are the Nets, Nets. The Brooklyn Nets is very intriguing to me because this is all without Durant. They're the seventh seed right now. Now, if they were to get Durant, I do think that they would jump past the Pacers, the 76ers at that fifth seed. maybe even the Raptors who hold the fourth
Get
seed.
Durant win. Get Durant win. Because if they get Durant now, they might damn near get first seed.
Nah, they're not gonna get first seed. I don't think they have the talent. I think it's gonna take another year to
You
get as
don't
much.
think that Durant and Kyrie Irving can take on the Milwaukee Bucks? Durant, Kyrie.
Well. I'll say this. Remember, you got Durant and Kyrie, but what happens when they go to the bench? They can't play 40 minutes a game for 82 games. I think that you have to have a team, and I think that they don't have the team right now to get past the Celtics. The Celtics are a very
leader in
good,
that
solid
game,
team.
the leader in that squad is Durant. They're looking up for Durant
It
for
doesn't matter who's the leader. You still got to have some. Still got to have some rebounds. You still got to have some bench scoring. Some, you still got to have less turnovers than the other team. There's certain attributes, man, that you still got to have. I think that they can jump from 7 to maybe 4 with Durant right now this year if he was to play. I don't think that they'll even maybe even 3. I don't think that they'll be strong enough to jump past the Celtics. But in a 7-game series, I think that they could take the Celtics to 7-game series. I think they will lose against the Bucks, honestly, because I think that's something I wanted to talk on today. Giannis is clearly the best player in the NBA. And while you were laughing at me, I was looking at some stats.
He's nice.
I was looking at some stats for Giannis, and I was listening to him today talking about, and he has a black wife. I had looked it up. His girlfriend's name is Maria Riddlespringer. It's pretty funny.
Right.
Huh?
Oh, he has a black wife.
Black girlfriend. Yeah, she's straight. But okay, I was looking it up, and they were saying this year.
He's from Greece.
Yeah, brother. Shout out to Giannis. This year, he did something that he realized that he needed to do. Remember in the playoffs, what he would do is he'd drive to the lane and the defense would collapse on him.
Yeah.
And he would force to pass it out. This year, he's knocking down them threes like it ain't nothing. Ooh. So he's opened up his game. There's no way to stop him. This dude is literally
on fire.
He's literally balling. He's averaging 30 points per game. He's shooting field goal percentage 56%. This is the second highest in his whole career. He's shooting 31% from the 3-pointer. This is the second highest in his career. This dude is averaging 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. At small forward and 1 block a game. He's literally a video game. He's literally to me, he's overtaken Kevin Durant as the best player in the NBA. By far. I think he's done it
for the generation moving on. Yeah.
Yes. Because Kevin Durant is the best closer.
Durant, Giannis still gonna have life when Durant retires. He should if they're healthy.
Kevin Durant. You know what they said today? I was listening to Jalen Rose, and I think it was Greg Anthony. It was it was Kevin. It was Jalen Rose, and it was Pierce. They said, "There's their quote." They said that Giannis is a mixture of LeBron James and Anthony Davis combined.
Okay.
He's developed this outside shot that now it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And the team that's around him, man, is just really, really, really good. I look for them. I kind of underestimated them. I knew that it was going to be the
Bucks. I said the Bucks for the East.
I said the Bucks too.
No, I think you said for the East. I think you said
Don't say I said the Celtics.
No, I think you did. You said you said either the Celtics or the Heat.
I said the Bucks.
You said either the Celtics or the Heat, and your whole boy says the Raptors are gonna take it.
No, I didn't, man. I said I think the Bucks is gonna be in the East, but I think the Bucks is gonna take the East. But I said don't sleep on the Raptors.
No. He said don't sleep on the Heat. You said about the Heat.
I said don't sleep on the Heat or the Raptors, but I was right. That the Celtics is 16-5 at second, and then third in the East is the Heat, 16-6.
Yeah,
they're a very good team. The Raptors is 15-6 too. They're very good teams. The Celtics team that got together. They went 8-2 in the last 10 games. In the last 10 games for the Bucks, they're 10-0. This team is, hey, bro, they got a fucking solid ass team. The Lakers are storming everybody. They're 20-3. The Mavericks are 15-6. The Nuggets are 14-6. The Clippers are 16-7. They're holding up 4 spot.
West.
Yeah, I think
I think you said the Clippers, but I got the Lakers at the West, man. I think what they got going on. They gonna,
I think the Clippers. I did pick the Clippers. I'm gonna stick with the Clippers on the West. But you know what, man? I'm real concerned with the Spurs.
yeah.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that the Spurs should get rid of Popovich? I do. I think it's time to move on, and I think it's time to move on to somebody younger and more up to date.
That's not gonna get them a chip. Popovich just needs his, he needs well yeah, I
Players,
said Popovich what he Popovich needs,
players.
he needs either players or he just needs players, man. Because I said if Popovich coached LeBron James, I think LeBron James would have got more chips.
I don't. And the reason why I said is because Popovich hasn't beat the Warriors since when?
Yeah, but that's because they had a little run.
It. The reason why I say that. The reason why I say that though
It's gonna be
is
finished.
the reason why I say that is because the Warriors, as good as they are, if you're Popovich, one of the greatest, if not one the greatest basketball coach ever, it's like, you know what, man, you haven't figured out this team. Maybe this is just too modern for your old school tactics. And
No,
that's fine. You had a great run.
his
At
team is
some point in
on.
time, that like Phil Jackson, that triangle offense ain't fucking the shit no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know?
Do you
That's
think
what I think.
do you think if Phil comes back as a coach,
He'd get fired in 10 games. He get fired in 10 games. Trying to look, man. Remember when I think wasn't he the coach for the Knicks or somebody with Carmelo and them? And remember the players
man,
was
I
pissed.
think a lot of it
The,
is talent, man. A lot of talent.
no, the players was pissed because they didn't want to run that triangle offense. They said it's not working. I remember that. I remember the players speaking up about that triangle offense, and they was like, it's not working no more. You can't run that Michael Jordan shit from 94 and 96 and 2016 where you got Anthony Davis dribbling like he's fucking Amari, like Stephon Marbury. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a different type of talent. Let's move on, bro, because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. NFL.
Woo!
Okay. I'm gonna just freestyle this shit because I know my team. The Baltimore Ravens had a fantastic last two. Now we're on our stretch.
I
Now we
think they're gonna
play
lose this week, bro.
what? You gonna lose to the Bills?
I think they're gonna lose to the Bills this week.
Bro, you saying that already makes me question our friendship. I'm just letting you know. I think. Listen, we played
I
the
don't
last
know
few weeks. We played the
why,
Patriots. We
why I feel
played San Francisco,
mm,
and we've done
I feel that
what
way.
we couldn't do with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco was a decent quarterback. I never been a fan of him. He's a different Joe Flacco. One thing quality about Joe Flacco, he always kept us in the game.
I like
He
Flacco.
always gave us a way to win.
Chips, man. Flacco got your chip. He got your chip.
He got us that chip.
Very interesting.
You I can't knock it. I'm not gonna ever say nothing bad about. I'm not saying he was a terrible quarterback, but
Yeah.
he was above average. He was above average game manager. He was Alex Smith at his best when it came to that year. You know what I'm saying? But ever since then, he went down. But I would say this, man. What we couldn't do is score and keep up points with other teams. Lamar Jackson has given his team a spark.
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown has given his team a spark. Mark Andrew, our tight end Andrews has given his team a spark. I think that we should use Hayden Hurst more. I think we should use Boykins more, and I think we should use Snead more. Mark Ingram is a perfect fit. Mark Ingram was such a perfect fit that I think that it's like he was drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. He completely reminded you on how talented he was in Alabama. I mean, very good running back. He's making our line. Our line has done a terrific job. We don't have that 2016, 17 Steelers offense in the sense of potency,
Yeah.
but we have efficiency in the sense of we can hit those big when we're down. We can come back and score. Back in Flacco days, it took us 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minutes to march down the field and score a play drive, and we're down by 2 points. We're running out of time. Lamar gives us that skill set where we can score fast and get back on the great defense. So we're playing the Bills. I think that we will win. I think that our defensive coordinator Wink is going to put a lot of pressure on Josh Allen, and I think that Josh Allen has been playing great the last 6 weeks. Obviously, look at the record,
Yeah.
but I do think that it's going to be very hard for them to run on us. I think Pierce is back this week. We got 4 people that's questionable coming back. This is all freestyle because I know my damn team, and I think that we still lacking the pass rush. Chuck Clark is playing excellent at strong safety, better than Tony Jefferson ever did. I think that at the end of the season, give Clark the money, let Tony Jefferson go, because we know that we have somebody who can probably come in cheaper and still be just as effective in the communication on the back end. So I think the Ravens win. I think it's going to be by a total of maybe like 2 touchdowns. I think the score is going to be like 31 to 14, 17. I don't think that they're going to score a lot of points on us. I don't think that if it was a shootout, I don't think that they can keep up with us. So I do think that we will win. Lamar Jackson's style is just really good right now.
I think you guys are going to be in the AFC conference. You definitely either, and if you might even be in the chip. You gotta go through the Patriots. You gotta go through Kansas City Chiefs. But I think you guys are definitely AFC, either champ or you're in the AFC. You get past the second rounds. I don't know what the Patriots is doing, but the Patriots need a new kicker, and I think they're talking about resigning Nick Folk, I think his name is. The Patriots last week looked very bad, very bad. To me, it's almost like, for some reason this year I get like the vibes, even though they have a good record, they're kind of figuring out Bill Belichick. They're kind of figuring him out. They're I don't know. They just look they played very bad last week. To be like that with the Texans, I was like, oh Lord, this is crazy.
Yo, let me ask you something. You know a lot about your running backs in the sense of you got the Georgia running back. How come he isn't starting yet?
Which one?
What's the name? Golly, left my team, Georgia too.
The Patriots get down, man. The Patriots have a selective players they use. You know what I'm saying? For certain things, you know. I always look at the Patriots kind of like this is like a training camp for NFL players. You know what I'm saying? They put them through a training camp because they be having young guys.
Sonny Michel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sonny Michel. He's averaging 3.5 yardage, and James Wright is averaging 3.9. Rex Burson 4.4 yards per carry. Who's leading your team? Okay.
Michel, I think is leading the team.
And Sonny Michel been hurt?
I know Michel. I think Michel got. If he got hurt, he must have got hurt in that Texan game.
Okay, so this is the 2000. This is the Patriots. Sonny Michel has 645 yards rushing, 3.5 yards. James White 208. Rex Burkhead's 166. You got Julian Edelman. Wow. That's crazy. Julian Edelman got 900 yards, but James White got 500. I didn't know James White was that involved in y'all passing.
Yo, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The Patriots will use a running back like a receiver because, you know, the Patriots like them short passes, some short 10 to 15-yard passes. Very short things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, not even that. From 5 to 10-yard passes. That's how they work. So he used the running backs a lot with the outside. He went through the outside and all that.
Yeah. So what's up?
I got the Bills beating the Ravens though.
Okay. So
I don't know why.
Hold your horses. We got that. So we have the Cowboys versus the Bears. I did pick the Cowboys. Did you pick the Cowboys too?
I didn't pick that day. I was leading
You
towards.
didn't pick that day. I was waiting for you to tell me the truth. I
Yeah,
knew you didn't pick that day.
I didn't pick that day, but I was leading towards the Bears, but I never said anything.
Okay, I'll just say Bears. I ain't gonna. I'll say Bears. You won that one. Okay, Colts Buccaneers. Who you got?
I got the Bucks.
I got the Bucks too.
I got the Bucks.
Ravens Bills.
I got the Bills. I think the Bills gonna do it for some reason. I
Are
was
you
looking
just
at.
saying that just to see what? Just hoping that we lose, just so you can look at me in my eyes and say y'all lost?
The Bills ain't no slouch though.
I didn't say it was a slouch.
The Bills are 9-3. They're not a bad team.
Neither was San Francisco or the Patriots when we played them.
And they playing at Buffalo. I don't know. I think I for some reason I feel like the Bills gonna win that.
We don't do good in Buffalo. Lions Vikings. Who you got? I got Vikings.
I got I think I got lines on that. You got Vikings.
Redskins Packers.
I got Packers.
I got Packers too. Broncos Texans. Texans.
Yeah, I think I got I got Texans on that.
So we both got Texans. 49ers Saints. Ooh. I'm gonna go Saints.
I'm going with Saints too. I can't see I can see Drew Brees showing out.
Browns Bengals. I'm gonna go Browns.
Oh.
Who you got?
Browns or Bengals?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Come on.
I'm going with Browns.
You did all that long pause for just to say the Browns.
Yeah,
Panthers Falcons.
I got the Panthers.
I got the Falcons.
Ooh, okay, well, brother. I can see what you're talking about, but I think I got the
Ron Rivera just got fired as the Panthers coach. They may be in a little bit of distress.
Yeah.
Dolphins, Jets.
I
got Dolphins.
I got Jets. Oh, okay, well, brother, I got the Dolphins. I got the Jets. I think they're gonna
Chargers, Jags.
I got the Chargers.
I got the Jags. Chiefs, Patriots. Ooh.
That's a tough one. I think I'm going for the Patriots in this one. Okay. I like the Chiefs, but I have to go for the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to do it at home.
I'm going to go for the Chiefs. Now, the reason why I think this is a very interesting matchup. I think this all goes down to between Belichick and Andy Reid. If Andy Reid can finally get one of these tough games out of his belt, he's ready to win the championship. But Andy Reid's problem has always been on those big games. He'll choke. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah. I mean, he had the Chiefs should win a chip. I don't know about when, but he should win a chip. Chip, you know what I mean? So
Titans, Raiders.
I'm
going with Raiders.
I got the Raiders on that.
Raiders?
Yeah, I got Raiders.
Steelers, Cards. I'm going Steelers.
I'm going Steelers too.
Seahawks, Rams.
Seahawks or Rams? I'm going for Seahawks.
I'm going for Seahawks too.
Rams.
And last but not least, Giants, Eagles. I'm going Eagles.
You want Eagles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that'll be the best.
You going to get Eagles too?
Yeah.
This is week 13.
Eagles.
No, this is week 14. Week 14.
14.
All right, bro, man. We've been on here long enough, man. I got off of work earlier. We about to hang this up, man. We talked about a lot of the sports, man. I don't want to hear shit when I beat you tomorrow, beat you this week.
We'll
Okay.
see, man.
And last between, who you got, Joshua or Ruiz?
Okay. Damn. I have confidence. Oh man, that's a good question, man. It's like I see the focus on Joshua because he did knock them down. He did knock them down. I think Joshua. I'll go for Joshua. I think Joshua watched tape and said, "Yeah, I did knock them down." Well, I got carried away. I didn't use my jab. I think Joshua, if he's a smart, educated boxer, Golden Glove champion, no Olympian, gold medal Olympian champion, I think he should know where he stands. I think he should work and use his advantage.
I
I
think.
think. Go ahead.
It's funny when you picking and then this when it's your turn. It's like,
Yeah.
Joshua Ruiz.
Because
It's like,
oh man, if
I don't know. I
same,
think that 46-pound difference with
I
Ruiz
can't
hitting this
pick.
dude.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't even pick. I'm in the middle.
You already picked Joshua. It's already down the stone.
No,
You can't change.
for Joshua, but my money's on Ruiz because I see I can see Ruiz. I don't really want to pick, man. It's like it's almost like if Joshua do what everybody knows he needs to do, which use his jab. If he does that, then he should win the fight. If he don't do that, if Ruiz moves just as fast and gets inside and combo, because he's gonna hit him with combos, I think Joshua's gonna be in a whole heap of trouble.
Now, I think that
I think Joshua has that.
when we talk about fighters moving up like Gervonta Davis, we'll say, can Gervonta Davis fight against light heavyweight? You'll say what? No, right?
I think it depends.
You think Gervonta Davis can fight against a heavyweight?
Depends on the height of the heavyweight as well. I don't know. I think it depends, man. I really know it depends.
I think most people would say no because they weigh so much more.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, you wouldn't want to put him
now. This is a 46-pound difference. At some point in time, you got to say, is this the reason why fighters say I'm only going to move up 5 pounds or I'll move down because I'm better at that weight class? 46 pounds, that's a lot of load you're carrying. At the end of the day, I don't think that Ruiz is as focused as he needs to be. I'm picking Joshua. I think Joshua is coming in there to do to win by decision.
Oh, so you don't think Joshua's gonna knock him out?
You want to pick rounds? I say if there's a knockout KO, there's gonna be a KO around round. You can pick 2 from 8 to 9. There's gonna be a KO between 8 to 9. So if there is a KO, it's gonna be between 8 to 9. What would you pick?
If Joshua played, but how smart does he want to play this? Because he can actually make it to 12 rounds. He can make it last rounds. He can change.
Make it last forever.
I think that if there is a KO,
I pick 8 to 9.
I say. I do want to say a late one as well. I say either the 5th round or the 11th.
All right, brother. That's another episode of Black Man's Thoughts, man. We about to lay his biatch down. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Appreciate you getting up, bro. I know we both tired, man. We about to lay it down, man.
Shabbat shalom. I'll see you in the morning.
No, you won't.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
Shabbat shalom. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow, man. I'll probably call you around the fight time, all right?
I know that.
When I left it all